Coin market, we're going to be taking a look at your requests down below in the comments. Let me know if the audio and the video are doing good, and we'll start getting into the coins in just a second. I just want to double check on my side if the live is doing fine. Also, let me know if there is any lag. There shouldn't be, but you never know. Okay, so the live should be doing fine. For some reason, I feel like my internet is being a little bit laggy, but hopefully that's not going to affect the live stream. Hello, Ross. Abhiram. Hello, how are you doing, guys? Thank you for joining. So the markets are doing incredibly well. Let's jump into the crypto coin market cap page and look at this. We're very close to alt season. We could have a massive alt right now starting from December going into March. Can hear you and all seems good this end. Perfect. Thank you very much for that confirmation, Ross. So the altcoin season is potentially on the horizon very, very soon. We're going to be seeing massive moves. We're already seeing some altcoins moving up. The AI niche is starting to pump a little bit. Bitcoin is starting to lose some of that dominance. If we go to the Bitcoin chart here, or the Bitcoin dominance chart rather, I think we should be on the monthly for this one. Yeah, the monthly is the right one. I think it was the weekly actually, hold on. Yeah, we'll take a look at the weekly. So you can see what's starting to happen here is that the dominance starts dropping from 61.5%. We're already down to 57%. And this is showing that Bitcoin is losing its dominance, which means the money is flowing into, or more money is flowing into altcoins. And that doesn't mean that Bitcoin necessarily has to be dropping. Bitcoin is just consolidating right now. If we take a look at the price action of Bitcoin, sitting at $97,000. We have a little wick here, but it's getting bought up very quickly. The institutions, the ETFs are buying up Bitcoin like crazy. They're buying tenfold of the daily unlocks or the daily rewards per block during that same day. So let's say in a day we have 450 Bitcoin that's added into the circulation, and some companies end up buying up, you know, 5,000 Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoin a day. That which is just crazy. I did a little quick test on my internet speed. Seems to be doing fine. Welcome everyone who's joining in. Feel free to send in your altcoins down below in the comments. We'll start taking a look at some of them. Right now, we're just doing a quick review on Bitcoin. So back to the dominance chart. If we zoom out and we take a look at the massive alt season we had from December 2020 all the way to May 2021, this was a 6-month period where altcoins essentially went parabolic and a lot of millionaires were made, but most of the people lost their money because they don't sell. They don't know how to sell. They don't know when to sell. This is exactly why we have exit strategies for our altcoins on Patreon. You can take a look at our Patreon. It's free for 7 days. You can join for 7 days for absolutely free. Get access to all of our exit strategies, all of our portfolios, all of our low caps. We just shared a video where I talked about 15 new projects to look into. So make sure to focus in, make sure to lock in right now, and make sure to set up your exit strategies for your altcoins, because once this massive Bitcoin dominance drop happens, you know, you don't want to be poking your finger into the sky and trying to guess where is the best time to be or when is the best time to be selling. So you want to be ready with your strategy in advance for that. If you're holding a lot of low caps, then it's kind of hard to predict how those low caps will perform. So what you want to be doing in this situation is you want to be at least setting up exit strategies for your mid to high cap altcoins. And then anything that crosses $100 to $150 million market cap, then you can start setting up an exit strategy. And that would depend on your outlook for the project, on how bullish you are, on the partnerships, on the niche that the project is in, and of course the marketing. So these are some of the things you want to be looking at when you're setting up your exit strategies. For example, if we take a look at, let's jump into something like Moonriver, because a lot of people are into Moonriver and lots of you are holding Moonriver. What's happening over here is that we're popping out of this wedge here and we're running into the purple block as resistance, which I was expecting. We drew this in our previous Moonriver update. But if we're targeting some bull market peak prices for Moonriver, I'm not going to say $500 just because that's a price that I'd like to see. I would like to see that price, but I have to be realistic with the way the Polkadot ecosystem has been performing so far. I can't have a super bullish outlook for some of these coins. So Moonriver, for instance, has been doing better than Polkadot and some of the other Polkadot coins. It has printed a wave 2 over here with its bottom in August. And right now it seems like we're trying to start that wave 3. So this was our wave 1, wave 2. We're looking for that wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So let's say in the most bullish case at the moment for Moonriver, we could be looking at a $300 price. That's possible. But again, that, like I said, that's a very bullish outlook for Moonriver. If we open up the coin perspective, that would be a $2.8 billion market cap, and that would be a 16x from the current prices, and that's a $300 Moonriver token, which again, it's not outlandish. 2.8 billion is not a lot, but we need to see the Polkadot ecosystem pick up from here. So you want to be using logic as well as technical analysis and fundamental analysis when you're setting up these exit strategies, because you don't want to be saying, okay, Cardano's going to get to $12 just because I bought the project and just because it's a good project. Well, that's not enough. That's not enough. You need volume, you need marketing, you need bullish sentiment around the project. So that's something that you want to be keeping in mind. And let's quickly go through some of the posts here that I prepared for you from Twitter, and then we'll start going through your altcoins, guys. If you want to see a TA for your altcoin, or you want us to quickly review it, drop it down below in the comments. So this is coming from The Root, and this is the cycle performance since the bottom for all of the previous cycles. Again, I'm not sure why it's being a little bit slow. Okay, so let's zoom into this thing. So this is the comparison from cycle to bottom, and as you can see down here at the bottom, they have the amount of days. So they're counting days at the bottom. Right now we're sitting at the 740th day of the cycle from the bear market bottom, and we're still in the middle here somewhere, because the burgundy, the light burgundy color, the light burgundy moving average is the 2024 cycle, and these two are the previous two cycles. So it's possible we're going to end up somewhere around here by the end of the bull market. Okay, so we're still not very close to the top, but keep in mind we're getting closer and closer as the time goes by. Now this is an altcoin that we got into. This is Altura, and this post was from November 16th when we were sitting at roughly 5 cents with Altura. And I told you once we break through the red resistance area, then we could potentially be looking at a nice pump. So once we break out of the red resistance block, I expect to go up very quickly. Let's take a look at Altura and let's see what happened. And again, we bought into this at 3.5 cents, and we were mentioning it when it was sitting below 2 cents. Just so you're aware, right now we're sitting at 14 cents, and look at this move. Look at this beautiful move to the upside. We're still holding, and I'm expecting this to go somewhere closer to $1 billion market cap in you know, in the next 6 months. I do think the gaming narrative is going to pick up. Altura is an infrastructure project, which is very important. So it's not going to fail just because one game didn't do well, right? Below we have this massive support block that we used as our accumulation target. So just below 2 cents, you had a really good opportunity to get into Altura. And right now you're up 767%. Again, we gave this on our Patreon. We were buying into this thing, and hopefully you were buying in as well. So this was for Altura. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin, this is from November 10th, and we were targeting this bullish flag, and the target from that bullish flag is around $190,000. Again, if we go back to our Bitcoin chart on the weekly, here is that bullish flag, and we've had a very nice breakout. We went all the way up to our 1.272 target at $96,000. That was our first major target, and that was met, and we're looking at 190,000. We'll see if we're able to get up to 190,000. I would say 155, and anything past that is going to be well into the overbought, and you should be very careful around those areas. And that's why you want to follow our Twitter as well, because we're dropping some quick TAs, some quick trade setups that are going to be profitable and are profitable at the moment, such as Flux. So we shared this Flux chart, and I told everyone that $1.63, or rather $1 here, is going to be a really good exit for Flux, and potential 2x trade for Flux from November 8th. If we go to the Flux chart at the moment, and we see what this thing is doing, I think I have to switch to a different watch list. There we go. So there's Flux. Let's go back to the daily, and look at that. We're breaking out, and we're on our way to that $1 target, which is the June 2024 local top. After that, we're going to be targeting the March 2024 local top. But as of right now, you know, this trade is playing out very nicely. You're looking at a 100% trade if you got in with our call here. Okay, and again, this is just my Patreon. A quick little look at what we're doing here. So we have 52 members currently, 140 total if you're counting the free members. And we're doing lots of posts here, podcast episodes, low caps. We have more than 90 low caps. If you go to our collection here, so we have 234 trade alerts. These are not all the posts, but these are some of the ones that we do on a constant basis. So we have 96 low cap gem videos. We have 22 exit strategy videos for different altcoins. We have a podcast session as well. So there's a lot of content for you to go through. And if you don't want to subscribe to the Patreon and you just want to get this separately, you can also purchase these collections you know, separately and just have access to them for life. And 2 coins that I want to quickly mention for you guys, just because you're joining the live stream and everyone who's going to be watching, I want to give you something to look into as well. So OpenGPU and Octaspace are 2 low cap projects that you want to be looking into. They're relatively new. Do your own research into them, but these are listed on a few exchanges if you're talking about Octa, but OpenGPU is only on Uniswap. That's why it's more lucrative. It did have a very, very significant pump here, so make sure you don't buy in right now. Don't buy in when it's sitting at these local tops, because you're going to end up suffering a correction. So look into these projects, OpenGPU and Octaspace. Obviously, this first one is a deep in layer 1, and GPU, OpenGPU is going to be in the GPU distribution narrative. And that's pretty much it for those 2 projects. Just a quick little look at them. Now, let's start off with some of the requests here. We're looking at GLMR. Let's jump into GLMR. Full disclosure, I'm going to be selling my GLMR. I don't plan to hold this for a very long time. I'm already in profit, but I do not want to be holding this because it has not performed well whatsoever. So I'm gonna see where we can potentially take some profits. 37 cents here looks like a really good area to secure some profits, because that was our support back in January 2024, and then we flipped that to our resistance in April 2024 and in June 2024. So I'm probably going to take some profits off at, or probably sell my whole bag at 37 cents and then just move into an AI coin or top up one of my existing positions, because it's just not worth having something that isn't performing. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to perform. I'm not saying that there can't be like a, massive reversal, but the chances of that happening are not as big as the chances of, an AI coin doing a 20x. So that's just my mindset with GLMR. And it doesn't mean you have to take profits. It does not mean you have to sell. You have to have your own strategy. You have to do your own research, and you have to whatever you do with your coins is up to you. So GLMR, I'm not very bullish on the chart. Look at the chart. The chart does not look very good. You could be targeting 72 cents here as our local top from March this year, but I don't know how soon we can get there. We're already in the overbought on the daily. The weekly did have a significant move to the upside on the RSI. You can see over there. And we're just past the 20 MA. So there's not a lot I can give you guys. $2 for now is going to be our target in this bull market. And, that's about it. I can't give you much because we're not breaking past any important resistance levels. We have to get past 75 cents, which is the August 2022 high. We spoke about this in our GLMR video. If you want, you can take a look at that. Just go to my channel. Go to the upload feed. Again, I'm not sure why my internet is being a little bit slow, but go to our upload feed and you'll have a GLMR video over here where we discuss it in great detail. We also have an XM video just dropped 12 hours ago. We have a Sologenic video, Kusama video. We also have this video on an AI coin that Alex Becker bought into, and he has a significant bag, and we're gonna talk about this coin in just a second. And we also have a Moonriver update, so make sure to check out all of those videos. And just quickly mentioning the coin that Alex Becker bought into. And it already performed very well. So this video that was on my channel, if we go back to my upload, so this video was uploaded 7 days ago, but it was on my Patreon 3 weeks ago. So you could have gotten into this when it was still at around 20 cents, 22 cents or so. Right now it's sitting at 44.5 cents. And that's why you want to be getting into our Patreon. You want to be, catching these local lows, because if you're going to be buying all of your coins at these highs, it's not going to be very good. You're not going to be making those 50 to 100x gains. And the good thing about Destra is that it has its entire total supply, almost the entire total supply, out in circulation. Yeah, it has a nice community, and again, Alex Becker is behind this. He's really bullish on this project. We're trying to track some of the holdings of the bigger YouTubers, and we're trying to buy into those coins before they mention them on their channel or on Twitter, wherever they do their mentions. So that's something to keep in mind. We do upload a lot of videos on Patreon that are time sensitive. Elorm, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? How is your portfolio treating you? Hopefully it's doing great. Hopefully it's doing better than I am. Okay, let's take a look. We're gonna do one request per person, and then we'll do a second round. Mantra. Abhiram is asking for Mantra. Let's take a look at Mantra. Again, with Mantra, we bought into this thing at 79 cents all the way down here. And that was our Patreon call. And we took some profits at $3.60. And we took some profits at $4.40, which is like literally the top there. I still hold Mantra. I'm hoping to see a retracement down to at least $2, and then I'll start buying in more tokens. I'll start refilling my bags because I'm bullish on the RWA narrative. I'm bullish on Mantra, but I'm not going to be buying into something that's this overbought. We could have another spike to around $7. I'd probably, you know, sell everything at that point because it's quite a big project at the moment. It is sitting at a $3 billion market cap or so, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $3.2 billion market cap. So in a good case, let's say this does a 10x, which is still, it's pretty good from these prices. But if you want to maximize your gains, you might as well wait for a little bit or get into something that still hasn't pumped as much as Mantra has, because this thing, like literally a year ago, this was sitting at 2.5 cents. So you can understand how bullish this thing got over the past 365 days. If you're planning to buy in right now, I would say that's a definite no. Don't buy into these massive pumps. This is how you get wrecked in bull markets, guys. This is my second bull market. Trust me, you do not want to be buying these massive, massive candles. Cornucopias, that's the Cardano one, right? $36 million market cap, $500,000 in volume. I mean, it's not doing too bad. Let's go to the all-time. So it listed right at the end of the bull market. MinSwap, PancakeSwap. It's listed on Gate.io and MEXC, which is good. We have some centralized exchanges. This is supposed to be like an open world farming game or something. Digital Ownership Explorer, digital assets. I don't want to play any music because I could get a strike or demonetized or whatever they do these days when you play 1 second of a music video. So Copy Cares and the Cornucopias community are dedicated to making a positive impact around the world, from planting trees around the globe to giving African communities access to clean drinking water. Oh, that's really good. Total trees, 129,000 trees planted. That's really good. So they're combining actual like real life benefit with this, and that's really good. I commend that. But in terms of its potential, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know because I haven't looked into this too much. It is starting to reverse. So if you're bullish on the project, then you should probably start looking into some exit positions right now, because it's gonna get late at some point, right? It's still trying to recover here. We can add a massive support trend line. So we are printing a higher low. So this is our September 2022 bear market bottom. From there, we went up approximately 1,200%, and then we had an 83% correction. So we're gonna set up our fib, make sure it's perfectly set up, and you're looking at 31, almost 32 cents here as your 1.618. From the current price, that's going to be a 703% move to the upside. Again, the market cap is extremely low for this thing. I think it was around 36 million. So a 10x would put us at 360 million, almost 361 million. And we'd also be looking at 3.6 billion if this is going to do a 100x. Can it do 100x? I honestly don't know. You probably have more of an idea of how bullish this can get. I think copy on base 2. Was it? Okay, yeah. It is on base as well. So I personally don't have this. I don't own any Cornucopias, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for it. Miria. Let's look at Miria. So this has been doing nothing for the longest time, but it's starting to recover. I do own Miria, full disclosure. I have Miria. Let's take a look at the unlock schedule. It's not as aggressive. Yeah, it's not as aggressive, guys. So every single month we're going to be having 1.5% of the max supply unlocked, which is not a big deal. This is available on gate.io, on KuCoin. I'd probably go for KuCoin, if you ask me, because I think it's a little safer than Gate. But if you can go with Bybit or BitGet, you can do that as well. Let's open up the price action chart for Miria. And this is once again the weekly chart. You can identify an ascending support trend line, which is a good thing. So this is our bottom in September, August 2023. And it looks like we're just starting to move. Okay. So 0.0064 cents is going to be the golden ratio for us, and that's going to be a very strong resistance to break through. If we have a massive move to the upside, like with Altura, and we break above this line, that's going to be a really bullish sign, because once you get past the 0.618, you're almost guaranteed to get back up to the local top. In this instance, it's sitting at 0.0137 cents. So you're potentially looking at around 260%. Again, this is a low cap. This is a low cap gaming project. I am still down on this, so I might dollar cost average into it while it's still low. I think that's going to be a good idea. So yeah, this is a buy for me at the moment. It hasn't done much. It's just starting to recover. Look at the monthly RSI, look at the weekly RSI. The 3-day and the daily are probably a bit in the overbought, but that's not a massive indicator. That's not a massive time frame for us to be looking at. Next up we have Eagled. Let's take a look at Eagled, and this is once again something that I do own. I own Eagled, but it has been underperforming. It has been, you know, a little bit disappointing. But this is arguably one of the better layer ones out there, so I'm still giving it a chance, still hoping to see some movement. We do need to see a very, very aggressive break through $70, $71, because this is our resistance from August 2 years ago, from January, and from March 2024. So we want to blast through that level and take out $100. Otherwise, you know, we're just going to be lacking behind and dragging our feet behind the entire market, while coins like Altura and Nosan are going to be performing very well. Things like Elrond or MultiverseX are going to be doing nothing. Actually, Elrond is doing pretty well. So $1.2 billion market cap, still a mid-cap project, not too high. The tokenomics are looking extremely good. We've concluded our vesting schedule for token unlocks. So it's just a question of when can this see a massive move to the upside. Because the layer ones are pumping right now, MultiverseX is not. In terms of buying, I would say you still have a good chance of getting in. The weekly RSI quite low, monthly RSI very low. So this is still a good area to be buying. If once we break above $70, that's a little bit too late. Just not moving like I thought it would. Exactly. So I'm in profit already, but we're going to be seeing how this is performing, because I might switch to a different project. There's so many projects to look into. It's getting super bullish at the moment. Also, let's take a look at the total 3 market cap. So this is the entire altcoin market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we're approaching our all-time high from the previous bull market. And some people are expecting this to go to like a $2 to $3 trillion market cap. If we apply our Fibonacci retracement from the bear market bottom to the previous bull market top, we're looking at $2.32 trillion. And it's, you know, it's not unrealistic for that to happen. So imagine this entire altcoin market goes up by 2x and then a little bit more. Imagine the gains, imagine your gaming low caps, imagine your AI low caps, imagine your DPIN low caps, your GPU low caps. They're going to go parabolic, guys. And the question is, are you ready to take profits when the time comes? Michael, no problem, my friend. Nope, still down 70%. Okay, Elorm, what are the coins that you're holding? Let's analyze your situation. What coins are you holding? ENS made mad movements, 100 plus. Any chance it goes down to buy more? Let's take a look at ENS. Is that the... Yeah, Ethereum name service, exactly. Okay, so this did see a massive pump. Okay, let's open up the weekly chart. So there's this resistance trend line that we've been testing since February 2023. Seemingly we broke past it. And, well, seemingly, right? We could still close the candle below the yellow resistance, and then we're going to start retracing back down. Okay, so if we add a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom here in October to the local top in July 2024, the 1.618 has been perfectly met at $46. On the weekly, I like to use the bodies of the candles. On the daily, we could use the wicks for the Fibonacci. So this was a really good trade if you were in ENS. And now we're going to start retracing back down, and you could potentially look at $30 here for an entry. I think that's a reasonable area to expect for a retest. And I do think we're going to close down below this, because lots of selling pressure coming in there. And this is us coming back up to the all-time high prices as well. Like, we're getting closer and closer. We also have this massive support trend line. So that could be another area for us to retest if we have a crash. I'm not saying we're going to go that low, but again, you want to keep an eye on this yellow trend line. It's historically, it has been our support in October 2023 and in November 2024. What you could also do is you could add a Fibonacci here. Again, we don't know where the actual top is going to be for this particular move, but you can add that fib from the top to the bottom, and you can start looking at some of these levels here, like the 0.236 and the 0.382. Are we going to get them? I don't know. But I would definitely secure some profits. I don't think this thing is going to be... Again, I don't follow this project, but from what I know, it's not likely to do like a 50x from here. So I'd say at least take out your initial investment if you're still sitting at that top there at like 39 bucks. Akram, thanks bro. A lot. As always, a fan of your channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that and appreciate you sticking around. Always great to be helpful, and I'm glad lots of people are actually getting some knowledge, are getting value from our Patreon, from our YouTube channel, from our Twitter posts, because that's the whole point of this channel and my, you know, activity here. Dennis Lovelace, Habibi, Pepe, please. We're gonna take a look at Pepe. Thank you for the super chat. Otherwise, I wouldn't have looked at Pepe because I don't like meme coins, but we're gonna do it for you. We're gonna do it for you. So wait, are you talking about the old Pepe or the new Pepe? I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the new Pepe. The one that's sitting at an $8.6 billion market cap. Okay. Oops. Okay, so May 2023. Okay, so this is the weekly chart. Let's see what we can see. So this massive resistance level, the new one in the top 30, yes, okay, perfect. So there was price compression over here. As you can see, the price was stuck between the resistance, the support here, and the 20 EMA was also there acting as support for just a little bit. And price compression led to a massive breakout. Look at how low we were down there. This is the logarithmic chart, by the way. So if you're looking to buy this, it's a definite, like, this is a big no. I would definitely not be buying meme coins, and I would definitely not be buying it at this local high. So if anything, you should be taking some profits off the table, if not selling your whole position and then moving into an AI project, or moving into like a mid or high cap altcoin. Because you're very overextended from the 20 EMA. Let's go to the monthly. Okay. The stochastic is in the overbought. The MACD is getting a little bit overextended. The last time this happened was from February 2024 all the way into June 2024. So around this period here. And arguably that was our wave 1, 2, we're looking at our wave 3, 4, and 5. I'm not saying it's going to go down to 0 from here, but it's much safer holding high cap, mid cap altcoins than holding meme coins. So our wave 3 is in progress at the moment. We can also add a fib here from the bottom in September to the top in May 2024. 1.618 met perfectly. So, you know, this trade played out. We could be seeing retracement from there. Who knows? We could, of course, we could start pumping right now and just do another 5x from here. But how likely is that? What's the risk to reward ratio compared to the risk to reward ratio down here? It's not as good here, trust me. It's not as good all the way up here. So definitely make sure to at least take out your initial investment, and you know, if you want to leave your profit to ride it out, feel free to do so. But I do expect Pepe to pump more because it's a meme coin. It's one of the most popular ones along with Dogecoin and WIF. So keep an eye on this. If you're looking to get into it, I would probably say target this local top first. That would be a really good entry point at 0.40159, which is the top from May 2024. Yep. I mean, it has the entire supply out in circulation, so that's a good thing. 420 trillion tokens. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's take a look at Boson. Again, this is one of the coins that we're holding. RWA Metaverse coin. This is the e-commerce layer for your Metaverse projects. Still sitting below $50 million market cap. This is going to pick up once the RWA narrative picks up. And it's available on KuCoin, Gate.io, Crypto.com, and Binance US. So are we going to be getting a Binance listing, a Binance global listing? Possibly. SNEC is the meme coin to get into, my only meme play. I mean, I don't know what SNEC is. Let's quickly jump into SNEC before we... Well, it's not the one to get into because it already did like a bazillion X to the upside, so I don't recommend buying into something that's done that. This is something you still want to be getting into. On the other hand, that has some utility, that's in a bullish narrative, that hasn't pumped too much. Yes, it has been moving up already since the beginning of November, but it's not a massive move to the upside. It's just 50%. Just a little bit more than 50% to the upside. So Boson is something that you definitely want to look into. And I've been talking about Boson for a long time now. We've been buying Boson below 15 cents, I believe, during this bear market here. And we're looking for our wave 3 at the moment to start. Our bullish cross here on the weekly, where the 20 is going to cross above the 55, will be our confirmation of the uptrend. We had that happening all the way back here in March 2024. But that was the first leg of the bull market. That was our wave 1. Then we got a bearish cross for just a little bit. Is Boson an AI coin? No, it's in the RWA and Metaverse narrative. So right now we're looking for that wave 3. So Boson is essentially an infrastructure project. They're the ones facilitating the transactions within metaverses. They're already working with some metaverse projects. They're already integrated, and they already are, providing product to metaverses. So go to their Twitter, go to their website, research them. Very bullish on Boson. Can you please look at Rose or AXL? Let's take a look at AXL. Is that Axelar? Yes, it is. $845 million market cap. Let's take a look at the token unlocks here. So it's not a very aggressive unlock schedule, but you are getting 1.15% every single month of the total supply. As long as the demand outweighs the token unlocks and the selling pressure, it should be, shouldn't be a problem. This is already listed on some of the top exchanges, which is good. $27 million volume, which is, oh my God, that's actually a lot. Because some $900 million projects are not doing even $10 million of trading volume, but this is performing very well. So let's take a look at the weekly here. So a similar situation, we're printing a higher low. So this is our low from October 2023. From March, we dumped approximately 85%, which again, you can't do anything about that. All the projects were dumping at that point. And we have that resistance at, let's see, $1.28. That's going to be a massive level for us to break above. Once we can do that, I think we're going to have a nice rally here. Because that was our resistance back in January and back in May 2024. And coincidentally, that's where the 0.618 is on this retracement. Just going to try to get it. There we go. Yeah, the 0.618 is right there at $1.31. Our 1.618 is going to be all the way up here, $6.40 for Axelar. From the current prices, that's going to be a 529% to the upside, which is more than a 6x. So you're looking at a 4.8 to a $5 billion market cap for Axelar by the end of the bull market. Again, this is just based on my charting. This is not based on fundamentals. I don't know how bullish the project is. What is this? RWA narrative. Okay, so this could be, this could be bigger than just $6 billion or $5 billion. The shortest past to scale. Trusted by leaders, Centrifuge, Ondo, Circle, Provenance, Deutsche Bank. So this is looking like it's a big one. Programmable interoperability. Ethereum has built programmable money. Axelar is building programmable interoperability. I haven't looked into Axelar before, guys, but this is actually pretty good. Yes, it did a 2x since the August bottom. But I'm gonna look into this. Again, there's so many coins, there's not enough time to look into all of this, but this is looking very bullish. This might be a nice mid-cap project to have just to kind of rebalance out your portfolio. So I'm gonna look into that. Okay, I think that is, okay, let's look at Elorm's response. Majority of portfolio percentages are allocated to gaming tokens, Celestia, Manta, AFG, GameSwift, BitsCrunch, Aether Games, Corpo, Honeyland, Farcana, Metadose, Shrapnel, Grapecoin, Vendetta, and Turbos. There are some good picks in there, but it's very risky putting your entire bag into the gaming niche alone. You have to be a little diversified. You have to have some assets in the layer 1 niche. You have to have some AI coins. You have to have some Sui Solana coins, because if you're only in one niche and that niche doesn't perform well during the bull market, it could be a case of, you just bought into something that's not going to perform well. I'm not saying none of them are going to perform well. The other question is, how high did you buy into your coins? Because if you're still down 70%, that means your average is slightly higher. And what you could be doing now is you want to be dollar cost averaging into those projects to bring down the average price as much as possible. The other thing you can do is you can buy more AI coins right now, dollar cost average into them, or you can sell some of your gaming positions that are in profit, at least partially, and move that over into some AI coins. Again, that's not financial advice. I'm just giving you a few scenarios here so that you can look into, how to kind of save the situation. All right, so that is it for this live stream. Probably we're at 50 minutes. Thank y'all for joining. Make sure to look at the projects that I shared with you in this live stream. Make sure to look into the AI coin that I mentioned that Alex Becker bought into. Thank you all for watching this video, guys. Feel free to check out our Patreon and our Twitter. Stay safe and goodbye.